Thousands of letters, photographs, and documents relating to former South African President Nelson Mandela went online on Tuesday in a project aimed at increasing awareness to the archives, which detail his long walk to freedom. Items include letters Mandela wrote to his family that were smuggled out of prison, his Methodist Church membership card from about 80 years ago, and handwritten diaries that have been digitized and laid out on a website. Archive.nelsonmandela.org is designed to look like a museum exhibit. The project, with an initial cost of $3 million, was put together by the Nelson Mandela Center of Memory and the Google Cultural Institute. South African Minister of Science and Technology Naledi Pandor praised the project at the gala presentation in Johannesburg.
These archives form part of a knowledge enterprise and allow the world to draw on the example of leadership and humility that Mr. Mandela represents. I think what young people will probably learn from the archive as they trawl through it is that it is possible to sustain positive values in the manner in which you live your life, in the example that you are.
It is a first for internet giant Google, which has made sure the material is open to all and original copyright holders keep their rights. Google is planning to use this project as a springboard to bring more content online from other historical figures of the 20th century.
Obviously, the museum experience, it's the real thing, and of course, you can see the actual size of the objects. Some of those diaries are very small, some of them are really big, and you can't really get that type of experience just online. And so what we will do is kind of normalize or make things a little bit more of an average experience. The good news, of course, is that you can interact with the content, you can search the content, types of things you can't do at a museum. So although we've mimicked the museum experience, we are now in a place where we think that we've augmented the experience.
Sections such as presidential years includes photos and links to videos, text, personal notes, and testimonials laid out for use with typical computers and tablets. Nelson Mandela's granddaughter said he has always been a progressive man and is elated by the online archive.
I think it's important because Madiba does not, exist in isolation of his family and whatever happened in his life. Because if you look at his books, The Long Walk to Freedom, Nelson Mandela by himself, it mainly focuses on his political career. And I'm hoping that this will encompass more than his political career and also encompass his, personal interaction with people from various forms of life and also his family.
The head of Nelson Mandela Foundation said Mandela himself was involved in putting the project together.
Our team, in the years that they did the research, have consulted him constantly. And he, in fact, has the savvy to recognize about what would happen if you made it available in hard copy or in the conventional way, and what precautions you have to take. And it's the same kind of precautions you have to take when you make it available digitally. So for example, he would say, this letter, you have to get permission from this person before you publish it, because look, it was written under these circumstances and these are the sensitivities. So, he was savvy enough to recognize that the fundamental thing here is to get your archiving right, and then what flows, the digital process is much easier.
Mandela, who is 93 years old, underwent keyhole abdominal examination last month that showed nothing was wrong with the man awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for helping bring down white minority apartheid rule in South Africa. Marisa Christian, IB Times TV.